You never know when two morons might try to have a pogo stick competition in your driveway. The importance of maintaining your insurance policy. You're listening to the Home Seller's Advantage. I'm Aaron Zapata, your co-host.
And I'm Todd Anderson, your other co-host. We are the Bald Brothers team at Impact Realty Group with Real Broker, and we are here to give you the Home Seller's Advantage.
You can find us online at www.baldbrothers.tv. Again, that's baldbrothers.tv.
Or you can call us at 833-305-BALD. That's 833-305-2253 today.
Hey, welcome back. I am your host, Aaron Zapata.
I am your other host, Todd Anderson.
We are the Bald Brothers team here at Real Broker at the Impact Realty Group. And, this is funny. And Alex, thank you very much.
Alex Bocanegra.
Yeah, thank you for suggesting this episode. It is legitimately a good thing to talk about. And the reason that Alex brings this whole topic to mind is because he went to our Instagram page.
Yeah, our grams.
Yeah, our gram. It's not a page, right?
Yeah, it went to our Instagram.
Went to our account, and which is at Bald Brothers Team, and he saw that Todd and I had posted a "Who Does It Best."
Yeah,
and we found a pogo stick at one of our properties.
Yeah, and when you find a pogo stick, you know what you do?
You pogo.
You pogo.
That's right.
We found it. It's a probate listing that we have coming up here real soon, and by the time this airs, it might even be on the market. But that's inconsequential. We were going through the garage trying to clear things out, get things ready, and we found a pogo stick.
Yes, and I had a pogo stick growing up.
Yep, so did I.
And so Todd did too, right? So him and I, being competitive and all, of course, we had to do a pogo bounce off. And so he videotaped me, and then I turned around and I videotaped him, and then we threw it up. Now, we didn't throw up. We threw the video up online. And
motion sickness from the pogo.
That's true. We're getting old. And so at the very end of this clip, and I encourage you all to go look at it, you will see that Mr. Todd Anderson, his foot slipped off one of the footholds.
Yep.
And he proceeded to find the pavement.
I found it, and it was there.
Found it. Gravity works.
It was right where I expected it to be. I was checking it.
Gravity works, and it works against you when you're trying to pogo and you fall off it. So, anyways, we basically, nobody was hurt. We do our own stunts, like the movie in the Fall Guy. We do our own stunts. We do our own videos, and so in this video, he falls off, and Alex Bocanegra, thank you very much, said, you know what? The importance of having a homeowner's insurance policy, next episode. And sure enough, here we are talking about it.
So we said, that's perfect. You gave us some content to cover.
Yes.
So the importance of maintaining your homeowner's insurance policy.
That's right. And you're listening to the Home Seller's Advantage. And so if you are selling your home, you need to know this information, because as a homeowner, you are responsible for the events that happen in and on the property, even while you are selling the home.
That's right.
So if you don't have an insurance policy in place, guess what happens if two people come knocking on your door with a pogo stick and say, hey, can we have a competition? And one of them falls and actually does get hurt.
Yeah.
Who's responsible?
You're on the hook.
Yeah, you're on the hook.
Yeah.
Homeowner, you're on the hook.
And let's put it down to what's more realistic. I mean, most people are not going to have a pogo stick competition on their front driveway, but you have people come in to look at the home, and they walk up the steps and they trip, making their way to the front door. And by the way, that is a very common thing with homes, because each home has its own peculiarities, and there are some homes where you walk in, there's a sudden drop off. You got a sunken living room that people aren't expecting, or maybe they're walking in and there's a low hanging light chandelier that there used to be a table there, and somebody bumps their head. I mean, there's all sorts of things that happen during open houses, during private showings at properties.
And if you have personal belongings in the home, it is not uncommon. It's not common. I shouldn't say it happens all the time, but it happens enough to say, hey, you want to put your belongings away, your valuables,
Yeah.
hide them, stash them, put them in storage, take them off site because they might be stolen. And so that's another reason you want to have insurance. People leave lights on.
Yeah.
Home inspectors turn on appliances. They do things. And
things break.
Things break. You want to have homeowners insurance at all times while you are selling your home.
Yeah.
Now it seems kind of obvious, Todd. Why wouldn't I? You know what? Sometimes we don't get asked by homeowners, hey, when should we stop the insurance?
Yeah.
They just will like, hey, I'm selling my house, I'm going to cancel it.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen too often. But more importantly, more often than not, if we're selling a home that's free and clear.
That's what I was going to say. If
Totally
there's no loan on the property, it's easy for the owner to say, you know what, I don't need this homeowner's insurance policy either. I haven't used it in the last 30 years.
Right.
So why do I need it now? I'm canceling this thing.
Right.
Yeah.
The other thing that's happening a lot in California is you, as a homeowner, might be getting notices of abandonment. You've been abandoned by your insurance carrier.
Yes.
They are saying, we loved you. We loved collecting your money for the last 22 years, but now we're out of here.
Yeah. Insurance carriers are leaving California. You want to maintain.
That's right.
Yeah.
One of the biggest requests I'm getting lately, and listen to it, please reach out to us if you need this help in California. We need insurance brokers who can put a policy on my house because I just got terminated. And I have been giving out my favorite insurance broker's name for months now. Probably once to twice a month, I give his name out.
Yeah.
So, and this show's not sponsored by him, so you have to be able to give me a call, and we'll share it with you. But we want to give you the information because it's helpful to know that you need insurance policy. And
that's a dirty trick. They got to call in. and you know, you want to call in and get that information.
Where do you call?
You call 833-305-BALD. That's 833-305-2253. And you also can get that magical phone number.
Yes. And when you call, don't be surprised. We're not answering that call. And if you call and you get the calling service and you don't give them your name and you just hang up, we don't call back. Because we get notified when somebody calls and gives us their name, why they're calling, and then that gives us the chance to make sure that we are informed and up to date when we call you back to get you the information that you're looking for.
That's right.
So we want to be able to help you. If you run out of insurance and you are in the process of selling your home, you should, like let's say that you listed your house and you are in the middle of escrow and you get that termination letter, you still need to find a replacement property. Don't chance even one day. I'll give you an example. I had a friend, and we met up at Forest Home Family Camp, and he, before I met him, was in the process of selling his home. And on the very last day of escrow, a water leak sprung up in the home.
Yep.
Now, there is an exact moment of time when the new policy is bound by the insurance agent on the buyer side who's buying the property. And there's an exact time when it terminates. And there's normally, there's no two insurance companies aren't going to say, oh, yeah, well, mine terminated at midnight that night and yours started at midnight that morning. And so we're going to double insure the property. We're both going to split the cost. No. Insurance companies don't work that way.
Yeah.
So they had to go back and do research to find out when the exact moment
that it happened,
when it was bound, and then go back and double check when they knew and discovered the water leak.
Yeah.
Because the two insurance companies, neither wanted to pay for them.
Of course.
But in this case, one of them ended up paying for it, and had that homeowner terminated the insurance one day too soon.
Yeah. Out of luck.
They would have been out of luck.
Yeah.
Don't let that happen.
Yeah.
Don't let that happen.
And let's face it, in the world of real estate, your homeowner's insurance policy is a very small ticket item in terms of what you're paying out.
Yeah, the overall cost.
Or the overall cost of home ownership. Yeah.
And here's the deal. For those of you who don't know, and this is not common knowledge, your escrow officer and the lender will take care of the insurance binding process. And once you're closed, if the insurance officer hasn't called and terminated the insurance policy, you'll be notified, and then you make that call.
Yeah.
Do not terminate a day early.
Yeah.
Don't save the $16 in premium for that day by calling early.
Yeah.
And I know there's some of you who are listening thinking, yeah, that was me. I was about ready to do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Pay the extra $16, $25, $35, $45 to go that extra 3, 4, 5, 6 days to make sure that you're covered.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't want 2 morons on a pogo stick to break an ankle. You don't want something to go missing. You don't want a trip and fall to happen. You don't want a burglary to happen.
Yeah.
And as you guys might think, a vacant home that doesn't have anybody living there is more prone to break-ins.
That's right.
So you want to make sure all of your stuff is covered.
We've handled just about every one of those situations.
Yes, we have. So this is just a short episode today inspired by our friend and our agent, Alex Bocanegra. Thank you so much for commenting on our Instagram. And we'd encourage you to like, subscribe, share if you find this helpful. You can go to Apple Podcasts. You can go to Spotify. You can go to our YouTube channel, comment, like. We'd love to hear from you and see you there. Okay? Sound good, Todd?
Sounds good to me.
Go to baldbrothers.tv and you'll find all of our episodes. God bless you. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for listening to the Home Seller's Advantage. The Bald Brothers team is a licensed DBA of Real Broker, licensed by the California Department of Real Estate, number 02022-092. Again, we do not give any real estate, legal, or financial advice. If you'd like to reach out to us, you can call us at 833-305-BALD, or you can reach us online at baldbrothers.tv. Equal housing opportunity.